The anticipation.
All right, guys. Hello, Team Passion. Super, super excited. It is February 15th, 2018, and we have our corporate sales regional, I don't know your title, regional sales manager, but he's got a Team Passion water bottle.
Director, master of disaster, whatever you want to call it.
So he's awesome and helps us here in the Northeast region, works with the higher Star Diamond coaches and has his team of people that he can direct you guys to. I always like to remind you guys that as Diamond coaches, you have access to Lacey, right? Lacey is your Diamond rep that you
your corporate contact.
Yeah, that you can do calls with, you can get mentored with, you can, you just gotta prove to them that you're like in it, you want to do it, and they will for sure work with you. So super excited to have Jeff here tonight. He is going to go over how to become a premier and elite coach and what all of the points mean and how this all works. It's a little confusing, but once you're doing it and you're in it and you're learning it, you'll be good to go, and you'll know how to do it. So, all right, take it away.
So I just dropped the Facebook profiles of Lacey and myself into the chat box that Nicole was referencing. That's what we do at corporate, guys. We're here for you guys. We want to make sure that you have the tools, resources, questions answered, trainings, insight that you're looking for to be successful. And before I talk about Premier and Elite, just real quick, guys, what you do matters. And you're probably like, well, I didn't come to hear that. I came to hear about Elite and Premier, but I just want to tell you that what you do as an individual matters. Okay. As a Beachbody coach, yes, you are helping people get healthy. You're helping them get results. You're helping them change their lifestyle, their way of thinking, their self-confidence, their social network, right? You're influencing so much there. So that matters. But what you do as an individual and the individual connections and relationships and frankly support that you give people, guys, I think that we often underestimate the influence and the positive just outlook that we can help have and give people, right? Frankly, in a world that's getting more confusing, a little crazy, and there's a lack of consistency and, for lack of better terms, love, you guys can help fill that void, right? In a small way, but it's a big, big way. So I hope you never underestimate the power that you have to influence others in a positive way, just through your actions, your example, your thoughts, your words. So never undervalue yourself. If you're a brand new coach that's doing this, if you're a 5-star Diamond coach, if you don't even have whatever rank is out there in the company, it doesn't matter. You matter, and you matter in the lives of others, and you're helping them a ton. So keep it up, stay positive, and make that influence. It's a big deal. But I'm off that soapbox, so we're going to talk about Premier and Elite, all right? And you guys all rock. I love you to death. I know a lot of you. Some of you, I'm getting to know you tonight. It's good to meet you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Premier and Elite. What is that? How do we get there? Why does it matter to me as I'm trying to help people? That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to preface it by saying this. I'm going to cover some things. I'm going to cover some numbers tonight that may seem a little scary or not totally understanding all of it. Stay with me. Bear with me as you learn more and more about Elite and Premier as you go along as a Beachbody coach, guys. It's going to click even more and more and more and more, okay? So don't feel like you have to understand everything after this call. If you do, then I did a really good job, but you probably won't. But no, just, hey, you know what? I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around it. So as I'm out there running these challenges, as I'm trying to help these individuals get results, okay, this is how it can play into this whole Premier and Elite thing. And that's how it helps my business grow and my income increase and my ability to influence more people with my message, right? That's why we have Premier and Elite, guys. It's not just a title. It's not just a bonus that we pay out, all that good stuff, recognition. It is the activities that are found within the Premier and Elite programs are proven business drivers. If you want to drive your business, do the activities that will help you get to Premier and Elite, which is help people get results and then help those people help others get results. Two things. Like, well, yeah, dude, I get it. I know that's what we got to do, but it's harder than that. I know, but that's what it takes. So we're going to talk about how we get to Premier and Elite right now. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and Nicole, I will send this presentation to you if you want to share it with the team. It's pretty much FAQ 1599 in a keynote presentation. I've tried to Jeff it down, not dumb it down, Jeff it down, Matthewson it down. That's what I'm going to say. Kristen, thank you for the sympathy laugh on that one. I try to Jeff it down for you guys tonight because it can be cumbersome. It can be a lot. But again, understanding the path of how to get there is important because you're a lot closer to elite and premier than you may realize. So let me share my screen. I'm not very good with technology. Can you guys see this beautiful black and white and blue presentation? A little thumbs up on the back. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about elite first, and then we're going to talk about premier. Okay, and if there's any questions at any time, drop them in the chat, interrupt me, we'll answer them. Okay, and again, like I said, I know I was a little late. If you guys got a jet, it's being recorded, and I'm happy to answer any questions when you get back online anytime. Right, you got my Facebook profile now, so we're totally tight. So to be an elite coach, guys, you hear this oftentimes. Oh, we're an elite team. You know, Team Passion has been a multiple-time elite team, right? What does it take to get there? Well, this year, this is what it takes for you and your individual teams to get to elite. There's 3 requirements. Number 1, you as a coach need to be a paid 5-star diamond or higher. What does that mean? You need to help 5 of your personally sponsored coaches hold the rank of diamond. Okay? What does that mean? I'm not going to keep digging down too much because I don't want to get buried too much, but essentially getting to diamond is helping 8 coaches, 1 on each leg be an emerald, yada, yada, yada. There you go. I just got us in the weeds and I said it went. That's requirement 1 though, guys, is you need to be a paid 5-star diamond or higher to be elite. Check that off when you do it. Number 2, stay with me. Some of you are probably thinking, oh man, wait, I'm still trying to figure out 5-star. We got this together. The second thing you need to do to be an elite team or an elite coach is the following. You need to help 2 of your personally sponsored coaches advance to the rank of diamond for the first time this year. Meaning, if Chrissy is one of my coaches, which if she was, I'd love it because we'd have an awesome team, and I'm glad you're on Team Passion. Yeah, right? Let's say Chrissy signed up in 2014. Okay, been a coach forever with me. And she advanced to the rank of diamond for the first time in 2018. That would count as one of my first-time diamonds this year. Doesn't matter when they sign up, guys, okay? Let's say that Nicole signed up as a coach with me in January, right, of this year. And in May, she goes diamond for the first time. That would count because it's for the first time that she advanced to diamond, right? So when I help 2 people do that, hit diamond for the first time this year, check that one off. You're 2 for 3 on being elite. Here's the 3rd requirement. You as a coach, and I'm going to explain where you earn these points from here in a sec, it'll make sense, need to earn a total of 105 elite points. Some of you may be thinking, I thought it was 135. What is that right? That is right. We lowered the amount of points needed to be elite or premier to 105. We'll talk about how you get these points in a second. First thing I want to do real quick is this. You notice the first 2 requirements are highlighted in yellow. And down at the bottom in yellow, it says December 6 weeks. Here's what that means. In the past, we've said you've had to do those first 2 requirements that are in yellow, be a 5-star and help 2 diamonds, that you had to do that for 1 bonus week or 1 Thursday in the month of December, right? You can do that. You can still do it in December, meet those requirements for 1 week, or if at any time during the entire year of 2018, you hold your 5-star diamond rank, and you get your 2 diamonds. If that holds for 6 consecutive weeks, anytime during the year, you can check it off, right? So if Chrissy goes 5-star diamond in March, let's say for 6 weeks, she holds that 5-star diamond rank. When 6 weeks is up, check it off. You're good on that one for the whole year. Even if you drop down to a diamond again, that's a big deal. You don't have to hold it just in December. You can hold it anytime during the year, as long as it's for 6 weeks. Why do we say 6 weeks, guys? Because when you're playing in a quarterly bonus pool that we offer, it's based on holding a rank for 6 weeks, so it also gets you in line for a quarterly bonus, which is pretty sweet. So it all aligns now, okay? Same thing with your 2 new diamonds. If your diamond can hold their diamond rank for 6 consecutive weeks, check that off, even if they drop their rank and don't get it back the rest of the year, which we hope that's not the case, and it shouldn't be the case. If they're holding for 6 weeks, they're probably going to keep growing. You're good, okay? I'm sure there might be questions. If there are, drop them in the chat. If not, I'm going to go to the next slide because it'll help this slide make sense. Those are the 3 requirements to be an elite team right there. Now, when we're talking about premier, okay, premier is equally important, okay? There's a lot of recognition. There's a lot of credibility that comes with that. If you're a premier coach, you definitely have some volume driving in your organization. You have people that are growing, that are developing, and there's a ton of, like I said, recognition and just cool stuff, perks that are offered to premier coaches. Here's what you need to do to be a premier coach. Now, if you're thinking like, okay, I'm a newer coach, or I'm an emerald right now, I'm a diamond, 1-star, man, maybe premier is more in line with what I want to push for. Well, I'm going to tell you how to get there right now. And Nicole, I actually can't see the chat. Oh, yes, I can. I got it to pull up. I can do hard things. So Andrew just asked, if they go diamond, then drop, and 3 months later hold it for 6 weeks, does that qualify? Yep. That would work. So anytime during the year, if that diamond holds for 6 consecutive weeks, they're good. Or here's the other thing, Andrea. Let's say that diamond you're talking about, let's say I'm your diamond that you're referencing here. Let's say I go diamond in March and I drop it, and then I don't get it back until December. Well, as long as I hold that diamond rank for 1 week in December, that's good, right? In December, it's just 1 week. We just said if you do it any time during the year, it has to be 6 weeks, right? So you can knock it out early if you want. That's a great question, Andrea. Hopefully that helps clarify that. Okay, I'll keep an eye on the chat here. Let's keep going to Premier. To be a Premier coach, guys, the differences between being Premier and Elite are highlighted in red on this slide. You'll notice to be Elite coach, you had to be a paid 5-star diamond. Premier, you need to be a paid 2-star diamond, which means you help 2 of your personally sponsored coaches get to diamond. That puts you in 2-star diamond qualification. You hold it for 6 weeks. You're a 2-star diamond. Here's what's cool about that, guys, before I go to the other qualifications for Premier. When you all get to 2-star, if you're not there already, you get to open a second business center. Now, some of you may be thinking like, whoa, business center, what now, huh? I'm still trying to figure out my first. Basically, when you get to 2-star, you can open up another business center under your name, and it's basically you. And you can build it however you want. You can put it wherever you want. And so you can build the 3-star because you know how to build a diamond. You're an awesome leader, right? You're a pusher. You're a mover. So then you're at a 3-star because you just built that account to diamond, right? Well, guess what? Wait, that's a new diamond this first time this year, Jeff, right? Because I just opened my second business center. Does that new diamond, my second business center, count as one of my 2 diamonds? Yep. You see how Elite could be a lot closer than you realize, right? And you don't want to just push for Elite Premier guys with your own account and a husband's account and all. You want to be getting some people that are doing this, because if not, you're going to burn out, right? But when you get a second business center, it's a second stream of income. You get to play in the 2-star bonus pool, which is every quarter. It's a nice bonus on top of what you're already earning as a coach. When you get to 2-star, I'm telling you, that is when this whole business thing gets real. So I would make it a goal, no matter where you're at, to get to 2-star and make sure you're holding that, because it's just such a huge momentum driver. And I think Nicole would probably back me up on that. And you'll get to 5-star, guys. So trust me, you will. But before you get there, let's get to 2 and let's start reaping some of those benefits. Let me get back to the Premier requirements. You're probably thinking, holy cow, dude, you were late and now you're way long-winded. Sorry, that's what you got. Second thing you need to do to be a Premier coach, okay, right here. Same thing as Elite coach. You need to help 2 people get to diamond for the first time. So those 2, that requirement hasn't changed, okay, from Elite. And you need to earn a total of 105 Elite, or you can call them Premier points in this case, through the categories. And I'm going to share how you earn those points on the next few slides. The other difference is this, and some people when I do this training get really confused here, and it's totally understandable. I'll explain this better on the next slides. The other difference between Elite and Premier is that there is no maximum amount of Elite points that you can earn through the Elite point categories for Premier. With Elite, you have to earn your Elite points. You have to earn a certain amount through each of the categories I'm going to explain here. Okay? You're probably thinking like, holy crap, I don't understand what you just said. I got you. It's going to make sense here on these next few slides, all right? Same thing with Premier as Elite. You can either hold that 2-star and those 2 paid diamonds. It can be for 1 week in December or 6 weeks during the year. Same thing as Elite, okay? There's questions, drop them in the chat. If not, we're going to get to the points, and it'll all make sense, I think. Oh, here we go. My chat wasn't showing up. Kristen says, what if I have 2 diamonds, but they have already been diamond in the past? Good question. So they wouldn't count towards your new diamonds for the first time, because it has to be first-time diamond advancements, but they would help in terms of you holding your rank. So if, you're trying to get 2-star locked in, okay, well, if you have 2 people that have been diamond before that get it back, that'll help you hold that 2-star requirement, but you need to help 2 new people get it this year to meet that second requirement. For 5-star, okay? And for 5-star, same thing. Let's say for 5-star, you have to have 5 diamonds. Yes, 2 of those 5, 3 of the 5 could be people that have been diamond before. It's just that 2 have to be first-time diamonds to meet that second requirement. So if you have a whole slew of diamonds, Kristen, if you're like, man, I've got 6 people that are going to get their diamond back, they've been diamond before, great. That would put you in 6-star diamond qualification, but you would still need to, hopefully 2 of those are new. If they're not, you still need to help 2 get the first time. She says, got to, might as well just shoot for 5. Yeah, just do it. It's that easy, right? It is. And it really is, guys. I don't want this to seem like it's so far out there that you can't do it, because I'm telling you, I've seen people go elite and premier in a month and a half. It's crazy. What's in your corner right now, though, is you've got an entire year, okay? And remember, you don't have to be a premier and elite team tonight, tomorrow, next week. You don't even have to be a by summit. You can be, but you have until the end of 2018 to do this thing. So give yourself some grace, give yourself some time, and just attack every day, and you'll be surprised at where you can get. Nicole, I think you just answered the question. Sorry, I should have looked at that. My bad. All right, let's look, guys, real quick of how you earn those 105 elite points, right? I think we kind of understand for the most part, okay, elite, I need to be a 5-star and help 2 people get to diamond for the first time. Premier, I need to be a 2-star and help 2 people get to diamond for the first time. Okay? You need to earn 105 elite points. Here's how you do it. This is where I was talking about earlier. Hey, if you're pushing for elite and premier, the activities that you're doing and pushing for that are going to help drive your business. This is why. This is the first way, guys, that you earn elite or premier points towards your 105 that you need. Okay? It's the same as last year for those that are aware of the elite and premier program, but it's called the Success Club category. Now, before I explain it, notice in yellow how I have maximum 50 points. You see that? So you remember back on the previous slides when I said that there was that one of the differences between elite and premier was that there was no max with premier. Here's where this comes into play. Each of these 3-point categories have what's called a max or a cap, meaning if you are pushing for elite, you can only earn up to the max amount of points towards your 105 from this particular category. So meaning if you're going for elite from the Success Club category, you can earn upwards of 50 points towards your 105 elite points. With premier, there's no cap. You could earn all 105 points that you need to be premier from this category. Just remove that max 50 points if you're going for a premier. That's the difference. See, I've got some head nods, which is good. I think it just clicked. And if it hasn't, I'm going to recap this on the next 2 slides too. So here's how you earn the points. Whether it's for elite and premier, it still is the same, right? It's just elite has a cap, premier doesn't. Anytime one of your coaches that you signed up last year, so 2017, and or this year in 2018, earns Success Club. I don't care if it's Success Club 5, 8, 10, 5,000, it doesn't matter. So let's say, well, actually, I'm going to give you an example here in a sec. Here's the cool part, though, guys. When you do that, that gets you 1 elite point. You may be thinking like, holy smokes, I can't get anyone in Success Club right now. There's no way I'm going to get these points. Start now, okay? You've got an entire year to build this thing, and if you can get a couple people, I recommend 2 to 3 a month hitting this, you're going to have the points you need in Success Club. But more importantly, you're going to have some leaders building, you're going to have momentum driving, and your commissions and your volume is going to be going up, which means bigger paychecks, which means, hey, that's cool, life by design. Let's do some of these goals we've got. Here's an example that'll help put this into context for you. Let's say I help 2 coaches hit Success Club each month for the year, and I skipped this part, sorry. Second bullet point, this is important. You actually earn, guys, when you earn Success Club yourself as a sponsoring coach in the same month, you double those points that you got from the coach. So let's say that, here's your example. This is what, I forgot that part. If I help 2 of my coaches, Nicole and Kristen again, okay? Let's say we said Kristen signed up last year, 2017, and Nicole signed up this year, if they both hit Success Club, okay, Success Club 5 or 10, doesn't matter, in February, and I hit it as well, I get 1 elite point from Kristen, I get 1 elite point from Nicole, but because I hit it, it doubles those points. So it's actually 2 for Kristen and 2 from Nicole. 4. Now you can see how you can start earning those elite points really quick, right? So when coaches ask me, like, okay, Jeff, I'm a goal-oriented, I need to know numbers. What should I be pushing for to maximize my points here? I would recommend that you're striving to get 2 to 3 of your personally sponsored coaches signed up in the last 2 years, okay? Hit Success Club each month. You do that, you're going to be in line for elite, okay, or premier, depending on what rank you're pushing for with things. Questions. It's clear as mud, right? Stay with me if you're lost, if you're thinking like, this is way too complicated, I don't want to coach anymore, I don't like this numbers thing. Again, understanding the path of how to get there, guys, is always a process, but once you do, it's like light bulbs go off. You're like, oh my gosh, I can do this. My team can do this, right? That's the first way that you earn those elite points. Help your coaches hit Success Club. You hit it as well. Elite points coming your way. Okay, Nicole either just did a yawn or she did an Indian cry. She's so excited. I'm calling Indian cry. It's late on the East Coast, but we're almost done. There's only a few more slides. Here's the second way that you earn your elite points towards your 105. Remember, if you're going for elite, there's a max. It's right there. You can earn a maximum of 50 towards your 105 here. If you're going for premier, there's no max. You can get them all from here. This is a cool one, guys. This is all about finding new people, okay? Here's how this one works. I've got an example that will help explain it because we get into numbers here. Every time, this is acquisition PV, or basically the volume that brought through acquiring new coaches, new customers. Every time you generate 500 points of volume from the following individuals. A, your new coaches that you sign up this year only, 2018. It's about new growth, okay? And customers who place their first time order with you in 2018. Meaning, if you've got someone that comes to you as a customer and they've ordered with someone else in the past, last year or 5 years ago or whatever, but they order from you for the first time this year, that volume counts towards your running total of 500. Okay, your personally sponsored coaches, let's say 80-day obsession, you sign up 2 coaches in January. Any volume that those guys generate on the year, including their Shakeology home direct orders each month, including Energize that they order one off or whatever, that's all contributing towards this 500 running total of points. Okay, here's an example to help it make sense. Because you earn 1 elite point for every 500 points of volume that's generated. Here's an example. Let's say I'm the coach, and I sign up a coach named Megan in January. She's a customer, and she orders an all-access challenge pack. She just wants to get bought, wants the all-access pack. Great. That pack actually has 135 points of volume. Well, because she's a first-time customer purchase with me this year, think of it this way. That's 135 points that's going towards my running total of 500. Because remember, every 500 points that you generate from your new coaches and your first-time customers this year, that gets you 1 elite point. Now, if you're thinking, holy smokes, dude, that's going to take forever. If you're going for elite by tomorrow, but if you're going for it by the end of the year and you get some people going at the start of the year, all of their volume for the entire year is counting towards this, right? So Megan, 135, right there. I sign up Kirsten in January as well, and she gets an 80-day performance bundle. She's rocking 80-day obsession. We actually got the product shipped out to her on time. Amazing, right? Shocking. Sorry about that, but we got you back, right? We're taking care of it. But that's 267 points of volume that's attached to that bundle, right? Well, put that 267 points into my running total with Megan's order. Carl does the same thing. He gets a bundle of 267 points. You see down there at the bottom, there's the equation, right? From all these orders, and if they ordered other stuff, great. It's just going towards that running pool, that running total. That right there, that's a total of 669 points of volume. Stick with me here. Remember, you get 1 elite point for every 500 points of volume. So that alone would earn me 1 elite point. You may be thinking, okay, well, how do I get more elite points? The next incremental 500 that you generate. So see how I have 669 there? When my new coaches or new customers, or maybe even some of these 3 coaches and customers I show you on the screen, generate more volume, When I get to 1,000 total, okay, so 669 to 1,000, so 300, what is that, 31 more points? That's another elite point. When I get another 500, so 1,500 total on the year, it's another elite point, and so on, right? That's how that works. It's a running total. You never lose points month to month. It carries over, and it's every 500 points of volume. Did I lose anybody? I got a lot of head nods, which is good. That's why I love Team Passion. You guys are smart. SMRT. Good. All right. Let's go to the last category. And then you're like, hallelujah, we're almost done. We are. But now you're going to be all educated on Premier and Elite. You're going to know what to do with yourself and pushing for this, right? And you should be feeling excited. You should be feeling confident. You should be feeling a little overwhelmed because it is a stretch goal to push for this, guys. It's not a hand-me-out. But you guys can do it. I wouldn't say that if I didn't think you could, okay? Here's the third way that you earn elite points. You'll notice there's a max of 25 here, and it just, hold on. That's my Facebook page. We're back. This is a new category this year, okay? And it's basically your coaches with Success Club 1. Here's what it means. Every 2018 coach, okay? It's only your new coaches this year that enroll this year, okay, when they earn their first Success Club point, okay, not in Success Club, but just 1 point. When they earn that first Success Club point, either in the month that they enroll or in the month after, that earns you 1 elite point. Okay? Let me give you an example. It'll all make sense. This is really cool, guys, because it's all inspiring. It's all purposely intended to drive new growth, to drive quick wins, to drive results and belief in your new coaches. Here's how it works. Let's say I've got a coach, Jimmy Fallon, awesome guy. You guys probably heard of him. Let's say he signed up with me in January. And in January, he helped someone get a challenge pack. He has SC2, right? Well, because he's a new coach this year and he got his first Success Club point or points in his first month of being a coach, that's 1 elite point for me. Okay, Sally signs up with me in January as well. And, January doesn't go so hot for her, but February, she gets her first Success Club point. Well, because it's within her first 2 months of being a coach, that's an elite point for me. Coach Justin Timberlake just did an awesome job on the Super Bowl. He's heading out on tour. Kind of busy in January and February, right? But March, he got his first Success Club point. I would not earn an elite point because he signed up in January and didn't earn his first Success Club point till March, right? It has to be within that first 2 months. And again, it doesn't, and that goes throughout the whole year. So if you sign someone up in April, they get their first Success Club point in April or May, that's an elite point, and so on. This is really cool, guys. It drives new growth. It drives quick off the bat engagement with your new people, and it'll drive volume. It'll drive excitement. It'll drive them to want to build and do this. So pretty cool stuff there. Now, I won't go into this too much, but again, if you're thinking like, oh my gosh, like 105 points by the end of the year, like, dude, I'm struggling to find a coach right now. You're talking about helping them get in Success Club. Start now making those connections. Start now with those challenge groups. Start now with the follow-ups, which I know you guys are. I know you're hustling, but keep at it, okay? Good things will happen. But even if you just look at it, and this is still in French, I need to change it. Sorry about that. But if you speak French, un autre exemple means another example. Let's say Jimmy, who we talked about, he signs up in January. He rocks it out. He gets an 80-day obsession pack plus a couple customer orders, right, through him that is about 500 points or more. Well, that earns me 1 elite point, right, because it's 500 points of volume from the second category. And because of that, he also earned a Success Club point, obviously. Well, that's a second elite point for me. And by the end of the month, Jimmy's doing so well that he hit Success Club 5. That's a third elite point for me. And because I'm doing my 4 vital behaviors myself as a sponsor and I hit Success Club, that third point doubled. So that's 4 points from finding someone that's just, hey, you know what? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to dig in. Let's do this. Your elite points, your premier points, guys, they can add up really quick. That's why I share that example, is just to kind of paint the picture of, okay, it's not out of reach. Like, I don't have to feel behind the 8 ball. And if I have a bad month, you're not out of the game, guys. You're not. If you've had a struggle to start this year, you're not out of elite and premier contention. You are never out of it until December 31st at midnight when the deadline's up. I've seen it happen so many times where people push throughout the year, and they get it, and it's worth it. Okay? I want to ask you a question before I show you the next and final slide. Is anybody confused? Do you want to be confused? Good. I'm not going to. But I am going to show you one more slide, because a lot of people are interested in, okay, Jeff, I want, one of my goals, whether it's this year or down the road, is I want to be a top 200 team, or I want to be in the top 10, or I want to be in the top 100. How do the rankings work, like in the company? I've always wanted to know how that works. We're going to do that right now. Okay, and if you don't want to know, just do this for like 2 minutes. But I'm going to do it in a way that's pretty easy to understand. And Becky says she has a question, so go ahead and drop it. So I'm going to answer her question before we do this little activity. She says, for acquisition PV, this is for myself and anyone on my team. So good question, Becky. Let's go back to the acquisition PV. This volume, I was thinking just me. Yeah, anyone on your team. So this volume comes from any of your coaches that you personally sponsor, so their personal volume, okay? So like when, let's say I'm your coach, Becky, and I'm on Shakeology Home Direct, well, that's whatever. I'm just going to say Home Direct. I'm just going to say it's 90 points of volume a month. Every time I get my Home Direct, that's 90 points of volume, yes, on my account, but that's counting towards your cumulative 500 because I'm a new coach this year, okay? Any of your customers and their orders, as long as they're first-time customers this year with you, that goes towards your running total of 500. Yeah, okay, I see produced by. Okay, you got it. Okay, so do this with me, guys. I want everybody on this call to do this. Make a little rhino horn right down the middle of your face. And you're going to say, I am never coming on a team call again. Okay, Nicole, take a picture of us because we look like idiots right now. Kidding. You guys can put your hand down. I'm going to leave it up. This is how I look at elite points, okay, with my little rhino horn. I'm calling it a wall. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to draw a wall pretty much down the middle of your brain, down the middle of your mind. This is how I want you to look at elite points, okay? I'm going to explain it right now. There's two ways to look at elite points. On this side of the wall of my brain are the 105 elite or premier points that you need, that we talked about already, to be an elite or a premier coach, right? You get these points through the 3 categories. Remember, Success Club, the 500 points of volume from your new coaches and customers, and from your SC1, right, in the first 2 months. Those points are over on this side of the wall. You have to have those to be elite or premier, non-negotiable. Capiche? All right. On this side of the wall, I'm going to do this, so I can use this hand. These points are called leadership development points, or I call them ranking points. This is what your rank in the company or your team's rank, or when you hear about Melanie Mitchell being the top coach or a top 10 coach or a top 200 coach, whatever, it's determined off of the points that you've earned on this side of the wall. Okay? Here's where they come from. And of course, it stops sharing. Here's where they come from. Yes, it comes from your 105 elite points or premier points that you've earned over here. That is, counting over here. But there's no caps, meaning if you hit a cap in like Success Club, if you continue to earn points in that category, it's growing over here, right? That's how when they say Melanie Mitchell has 2,000 elite points at the end of the year, it's because she's gone above the 50 max in Success Club. It's because she's gone above the 50 max in APV, right? Stick with me. Here's the other way that those points accrue over here. You'll see it down at the bottom of this slide. Every time, you guys like, take your hand down, dude, we get it. No, I'm going the distance with this thing. Every time you have a personally sponsored coach that advances to 1-star diamond or all the way up to 5-star diamond, you earn 25 ranking points on this side of the wall. Here's an example. So Kristen earlier was saying, oh, what if I have diamonds to get their diamond back? That's great. They'll help you hold your rank. Well, let's say she helped one of those diamonds. Let's just say, I don't know, it's Sarah. If she helps Sarah get to 1-star diamond, anytime during this year, that's 25 points towards Kristen's ranking total. Okay? Let's say Sarah is a rock star, takes off, and she gets to 2-star. That's another 25 points. It's 25 points for every star diamond rank all the way up to 5-star. So if she can get someone from diamond to 5-star, 25 points, plus 25 points, plus 25 points, plus 25 points, plus 25 points. Now you can see how this whole top 10 thing could actually become a reality if you really hustle and get a couple people to duplicate. Rhino horn back up. The other way is this. And this, again, I'm not trying to complicate things, because don't focus so much on the ranking points, guys. Like, that will happen as a byproduct of you running challenge groups and helping people. But when you also help your personally sponsored coaches get to team leader on the leadership ladder, which I'm not going to get into that tonight, just know this is how you do it, that gives you 25 points as well. Okay? So remember, to be elite or premier, you have to have your 105. Like, that's a non-negotiable. If you don't have them, none of these ranking points really matter. But when you meet the requirements, all those ranking points are helping your team jump higher in the company, into the top 200, where you get an elite bonus, which is an extra $500 a month just for being elite. All sorts of cool stuff. Now that I just sufficiently confused you with the ranking point rhino horn, what questions do you have about that or anything elite and premier? It's a little heavy, I know.
So for those bottom two, every PS coach, it doesn't matter when they signed up. Just
as long as it's the first time.
Hit this rank. Okay.
Yep. So here's an example to help clarify that. Again, let's say Sarah's the coach for Kristen, right? Let's say Sarah has been a 1-star diamond before. Well, if she gets back to 1-star diamond, Kristen would not get 25 points for that, because Sarah's already been to 1-star. But when she gets to 2-star, she's never been there before. That's where it starts kicking in. It's first time.
So Chrissy and Stephanie both have a goal to 5-star this year, and they are both my personally sponsored coaches. So this is a very exciting category for me right now.
Exactly. And here's the cool part: as you guys are pushing for 5-star, I would bet that at least one of those diamonds are probably going to get to 1-star, if not more. So that'll in turn benefit you.
They're both on this call for them as well. Andrea for Chrissy and Felicia for Stephanie.
And I forgot to mention one thing, because again, I don't mean to just throw a ton of stuff at you guys, but remember how earlier I was talking about 2-star diamond and some of the benefits there? Well, we do something every year called our new leader conference, NLC. And I think some of you have actually been there before. We just did it last week, and it is by far our best event we do. It's super intimate, great trainings. Like, it's your first earned trip, really. When you get to 1-star diamond, guys, you earn that invitation. So go do it. That's another perk. But you'll get to come to our NLC when you get to 5-star leadership or event. Like, it's cool how all this stuff happens as a byproduct, again, of you executing against your daily vitals, executing in those challenge groups. Like, all this title elite premier stuff, it will happen as a byproduct. But now you know, like, the path that it takes to get there, right? So this is why when you hear like, okay, I got to show up, I got to, do my workout, I got to check in with my challengers, I got to make these connections. Yes, so it can drive that revenue. Yes, so it can drive that income. But also all this stuff will happen as a byproduct of you doing that. So, okay, I made you wait, and then I overloaded you with some awesome numbers. Any questions about anything we talked about or anything in general? Beachbody, your business, anything. I'm all ears and all hair. I think they got it. I think they got it. Okay. And again, if you look at this, for those that watch the recording, as you look at these slides I'm going to send to Nicole, when you have questions, it's okay to have them. Ask me. Reach out. Because again, in understanding the path, like, man, you can really get strategic with this thing.
And he's in our Team Passion page too. So like after this, if you need, you can tag him. Yep, we let him in. I don't let just any corporate guy in there, just so you know. So.
Hey, you know what, Renee? Renee just brought up a good point. When I come out there again, I will bring some prizes from the closet. I will do that. I've got some sweet ones too.
Hey, Jeff, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it something that we should be tracking on our own as well, like tracking our own elite points, because and a few calls with Lacey, I had a few of the diamonds in there mention that they had, or some of their uplines had a dispute some elite points. So maybe just to tell everybody that we should, if we're going for something, we should be tracking it ourselves as well, correct?
Good question. I think and you just said it best. If you're going for anything in general, like a goal in particular, even if it's a goal to work out 5 times a week, track it because it holds you accountable, right? But it also allows you to cross-check if there's mistakes. From time to time, will there be some mistakes with elite points? There can be. We usually catch them with our audits, but sometimes not. There are ways to track your elite points. Here's nice thinking, Renee. I love you guys' chat box right now. Every month on the second, I don't want to get too complicated. On the second Friday of every month, in your back office, you will get an elite report that will show you how many points you've earned if you've met the 3 requirements we talked about, so you can track it that way. There's a resource that I will get to Nicole. She may already have it. You guys may already have it, called our Elite Goal Guide. It's basically a paper that you can print out, or you can just have it on your computer, where you can track your month-to-month elite point progress, right? And you can set goals. Okay, last month I only helped 1 person. That means next month I got to step it up to 3 or 4. Nicole, I will get that as well. I'm just going to say, I don't want to overload you guys. A quick video from Kim that explains the guide a little bit more. You guys will actually probably understand it really well after doing this training with me, but I'll provide that resource as well if you want to check that out, and it'll help you. Again, the second and third time you go through elite and premier requirements, guys, it clicks. It really does. So I'll get those resources, and that's a great way to help track it for sure.
Andrea, Lauren also tracks mine in a spreadsheet that I shared last year with the Diamond team, but I will share it this year. She just has to update. So what she does is she has a couple tabs, and she puts all of my 2017 and 18 coaches in there so that I can go in there and know who I need to work on for hitting Success Club. And then every week she goes in and she updates the 500 PV. Like, so she has a list of everybody that counts for every category, and she puts it in a spreadsheet, and she has a couple formulas. So I will talk to her on Monday and have her share that with you guys as well. She is going to need to, I haven't talked to her yet this year about it, because she will need to add the coaches in with this acquisition PV, because last year it was only based on customers every time a customer rolled up with 500 PV. So she's going to have to update her spreadsheet a little bit. And the coach with 1 Success Club point, she's going to need to add it. We don't have that in there either because that's brand new this year. So I will have her do that. I will have her watch this so she knows to add those 2 categories in, and then I will have her update her spreadsheet, my spreadsheet, and then show you guys that and give that to you as well. Give that template to you guys. Because I think it's a little easier than the elite tracking guide. That there's a lot of numbers on that thing. I'm like, what am I doing? So I think just to have like those, to have your personal names of the people that count towards these categories on a different tab of your spreadsheet is super helpful, because it's almost like it's almost like part of your business activity tracker. These are the coaches I need to work with to make sure they're hitting successful, or they're earning points, or they're getting 500 PV or whatever. So yeah,
I would go with Nicole's.
Yeah, I think it just helps with the names, just having those exact names, and you're not always going to your coach up, wait, when did that person sign up? Like, you just have it there, done.
Yeah, and again, guys, I know I mentioned it, and it's like beating a dead horse at this point. Don't get so focused on the numbers that you forget about why you do what you do and what you're good at, and that is connecting with people and helping them get results. I'm telling you, all the rank and the numbers, they will happen as a byproduct of you consistently showing up and doing that. And I know it's hard. It's super hard to show up and do that, especially when you don't feel like there's momentum, when people are telling you no, or they're saying you're crazy because you're in some MLM scheme. I totally get it. But it works, and it has worked for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And no one's figured it out yet. Nicole, as much as I love her, and I do, she has not figured out this thing yet. Melanie Mitchell has not figured this thing out yet. So why not you, right? And why not you why don't you figure out not the best way, because there's probably going to be a better way, but a way that works for you that can really have a significant impact on you, yes, but on others. Like, go and do it. Like, why not? So, sorry, another tangent.
No, and that's so true. Like, leads to like your branding and your, like, I used to get so hung up on what my like page was supposed to look like compared to other people's. Like, I'm supposed to do my makeup. I would only do videos after I would get my hair and makeup done at the salon. Like, it was, and I'm like, that is not me. You guys know that is so not me. Hello, no makeup.
More so me.
Like, so it's just, you know, you get hung up on those little details, but yeah, you have to do it your way, because then you're going to consistently do it like your way. Like, it's just whatever works for you, for sure.
Yep.
It does. You have to let go of anything else. Like, Mark used to make me all my graphics and stuff, and I would come up with something and I would send it to him. And I'm like, can you make me this graphic? And I would get it like 4 days later. No offense, like, he was just busy. And so now I figured it out myself, and I'm using Word Swag, and I'm making my own graphics, and I don't even know what's happening. Like, and they're not very good, I'm sure, but it's something that I'm comfortable with. It's something that's working, and it's something that I can be consistent in. And if I have an idea right then and there, I can do it and not have to send it to Mark and say, hey, can you make this for me? Like, I can do it and capitalize on it right then and there. So just really trusting you and not comparing yourself to other people, not worrying about what other people do, not worrying, getting ideas from other people for sure, but just do what works for you. Like, you have to. And then this stuff does become easier, and you attract your right people.
Side note, if any of you are, I'm not going to say bored, that's not the way, I'm not very good at marketing that. If any of you have time, next Thursday night, Kim Carver is coming to do a 4 Vital Behaviors training in the Boston area Thursday night. I know Thursday night, traffic, but he's going to be there. Share with your teams if you think you'd want to attend it. Killer training. And I think it's like $10 or something just to cover the cost of the room. So anyway, he's going to be there. I think there's a link in the Massachusetts page. I'll go find it real quick. But yeah, it's a great training next week. So any other questions about anything, guys? You guys are easy. I like this group. Well, I appreciate you guys putting up with my monotone voice and training tonight. I appreciate you putting up with me being a little bit late. I blame that on Hill. Just kidding. I blame it on me. But just appreciate what you guys do. And again, taking time from family and dinner tonight, and plans to be here. So hopefully it was a benefit.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. You guys can unmute yourselves and say thank you if you want.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Now, don't feel forced. Don't feel forced, but I'll take it. I don't know the little one. That just made me happy. Here's the actual. The first one didn't work, so there it is in the chat for you.
Awesome. I put it in our team page the other day too.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I already Facebook messaged you, Nicole, the slide deck for tonight.
Okay, perfect.
Killer. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Go spend time with those families. See ya.
Bye.